Do this. Hey guys, today I'm bringing you a new video. I know I haven't posted in a while, but I'm gonna introduce you to somebody because we have a new addition to our family. This little one, her name's Audrey. She's 3 weeks old today. And basically today's video is going to consist of my labor and delivery with her. I'll do another one with my labor and delivery with my oldest, which she's 2, Thea. I know I haven't done one for hers, but I'll do one for her as well. But today I'm going to do the one for Audrey, which is for Audrey. She was born the 22nd of January. The 21st, at night, I was like leaking fluid. And the doctor had told me that if I start leaking to go to the hospital. I started leaking around 7-ish, but I didn't tell my husband till like 10-ish at night. And then after that, I told him, I'm like, I don't think I'm going into labor. Let's go eat, because he wanted to go eat. And we took Thea with us, which is our oldest daughter. We took her to Bedo's. And we were there for around 2 hours. We came back home at 12. Yeah, 12. And then I was still leaking. I continued to leak. I changed my pad. I continued to leak. And like at 3 in the morning, I'm like, you know what? Let's just go. Like 2:30-ish, I was like, let's just go to make sure it's not the fluid. And we went. I got into the hospital and everything. Like at 3 in the morning. And, they did the test to check if it was the fluid from the baby, and it came back negative. But they had me wait till 6 to see what the doctor said. And then at 6, the doctor came in to check me. He checked me, and he asked me if I was dilated. And I told him yes, I was 3 to 4 centimeters dilated, because I had already been dilated 3 to 4 centimeters since I was 34 weeks. And then the doctor, then he said, are you okay with being induced at that point? I'm like, yeah. Being induced is when they put you the Pitocin. And I said yes. And at 7, they started the Pitocin. After the doctor had authorized it and everything, like around 7, they started the Pitocin. And I wasn't dilating fast enough, but I was feeling the contractions at that point. So I asked the nurse if I could get the pain medication that they put through your IV, because I did not want the epidural, because I already have a really bad back, so I did not want the epidural. And they put the pain medication through the IV, and that pain medication does help. It made me really sleepy. It made me really loopy. I don't know where I was at. Like, I was loopy when they first gave it to me, and then I just fell asleep through the rest of it. And then like at 2-ish, 1:30-ish, 1:30 to 2-ish, the pain medication had worn off, and I asked the nurse if I could get more pain medication, because it was painful, and I was like, can I get more pain medication? And she said yeah. So they put the pain medication in my IV, but the pain medication didn't work at that point. It didn't. I could feel all my contractions. It did not work. It was so bad. I had back labor, what they call back labor, because I felt all my contractions on my back. And my nurse was super nice, super helpful. She was giving me massages on my back and telling my husband how to give me massages on my back and what he could do to make me feel more comfortable. And like at 2:30, 2:15, they checked me, and I wasn't 10 centimeters dilated. I was like 8, 9, around there. And I was just moving around, like trying to find the best position I could to be in, because it was really, really painful at that point. I was like in so much pain. So I just wanted to cry. I was about to start crying, and because I was in so much pain. My husband was rubbing my back. The nurse was rubbing my back because I was in so much pain that they were both rubbing my back, and it was helping, but I could still feel the contractions so bad. From 2:15, she was born at 3:15. From 2:15 to like 2:40, they kept rubbing my back, they kept helping me, they kept doing everything. The nurse told me, when you feel like you need to use the restroom, let me know. Like at 2:50, like at 2:53, I told her, I'm like, I need to use the restroom. And it wasn't even an hour, like, that she had told me, when you need to use the restroom, let me know. And like at 3, I told her, I'm like, I need to use the restroom. And I was like kneeling on the bed with my hands on the back of the bed, like kneeling. And then she's like, well, let me see, turn around, lay on your back, let me check you. She checked me and she's like, oh, you're ready, you're 10 centimeters dilated, you're ready to push. I pushed like 3 times, I want to say 3 to 4 times I pushed, and this little one came out, and she was born at 3:15 exactly, and she weighed 5 pounds 8 ounces, and she was 17.5 inches long. So she was smaller than her sister. Her sister was 5 pounds 11 ounces, and she was 19 inches long. So yeah, my labor and delivery with her was a little bit faster, from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. to like 3 p.m. And after that, they took her, cleaned her, put her on my chest, and then they took her that they were going to shower her and feed her. They took her to the nursery that they were going to shower her and feed her. And my husband stayed with me because he couldn't go with her. But we had already checked her, make sure like she was fine. She was like, so we could recognize her, you know, when they give her back to us and stuff. And then after that, well, I had her on my chest, and was like, they were weighing her and stuff. Actually, yeah, they were weighing her and stuff. The doctor said I was bleeding a lot. So they gave me a shot on my thigh to stop the bleeding. And I don't know if that caused blood clots inside my uterus or what, because after that they were saying I was having a lot of blood clots in my uterus. So the doctor had to go in manually and take them out, like with his hand, and take them out. That was painful. That was hella painful. That was like one of the most, that was more painful than giving birth. That was excruciating painful. Like really bad. And then after that, they kept pushing on my stomach to finish getting everything out. And with every hour or every like half hour, they would push on my stomach, and literally that would make me cry because it was so painful. So I gave birth at 3:15, and they changed me to my recovery room till like 6 or 7 at night because they were checking me, making sure I wasn't bleeding, making sure that I had no more blood clots, because I did have that after giving birth to her. With my first one, I did not have that. With my first one, my labor and delivery was super smooth, super like nothing. I gave birth within an hour. They changed us. I had her with me in the room, but her, I didn't have him in the room. She was in the nursery because she was so small that they wanted to keep an eye on her because she was so small. She was 5'8". They wanted to keep an eye on her, make sure she was doing fine. And that was happening. They told my husband he could go see her at whatever time he wanted. He could go see the baby. So when we got to the other room, we waited a little while, and like around 8 or 9, I told him, hey, go check on the baby. Go make sure she's okay. Go see her, spend time with her. I'm fine. And he went out there, and he said there was a bunch of nurses surrounding her. And now that's when I got scared. I was like, what the hell? What's going on? And they didn't let him go into the room. They told him to wait outside of the nursery, and then they told him to come back with me. And when he came back with me, one of the nurses came, and they're like, they're gonna have to transport your baby to a NICU because she's not breathing and her heart is stopping. It's going low. Not stopping, but going low. And I was like, what? I got scared, to be honest. I got super scared. My husband got scared. I started crying. I started bawling my eyes out. And then, yeah, they took her to the NICU, where she was 1 week in the NICU. And she got released the 29th from the NICU. Thankfully, there's nothing wrong with her. She's fine. She just had, when she was eating, she wasn't breathing through her nose like she's supposed to. She was trying to breathe through her mouth at the same time as she was eating, so it was a little bit difficult for her. So they had to take her to the NICU for a week. She was there for a week. I would go 2 times a day to see her, feed her, and my husband would go once a day with me, because we have our 2-year-old, and obviously our 2-year-olds can't really go into the NICU, so one of us had to stay out. So yeah, that's my story time of my birth with Audree. I'm gonna hopefully start vlogging more. Like I said before, I wanted to start vlogging more, but I didn't. But now I'm gonna try to vlog more now that I have these 2 little ones. See if I can, if they let me, you know. And then we'll see what happens. Thea right now, she's actually asleep. That's why I have time to do this video, and this little one was not fussing that much, so I had time to do the video. I know I don't have makeup on, but that's mom life. I can't always wear makeup. It's hard sometimes to get my makeup done. I have to time it perfectly when they're both asleep, and I've only been a mom of 2 for 3 weeks, so it's a little bit difficult. I still have to find the balance. So yeah, hopefully I start vlogging more. Hopefully. I want to start vlogging